It's New England versus Toronto, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday night, live from Gillette Stadium. That's right behind us here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The match will be on TV, on TSN2, and on the radio, Sportsnet 590 The Fan, with this man right here, Dan Dunleavy. Dan, they've been on a bit of a roll here at home. A 2-0 win against New York the last time out, and a 2-2 draw against Seattle the game before. Now, in that 2-0 win, Jerry Bankston, the new designated player, scores a goal. Very exciting for everybody. But I want to talk a little bit about somebody else, a 17-year-old kid, Diego Fagundes, who in that 2-2 match against Seattle scored at the 94th minute to give hope to the home team.
Yeah, I mean, and you know a lot about this young man too. He's very exciting, and we saw flashes of that in Toronto in that draw against Toronto FC. And dangerous in that with youth, sometimes you never know what to expect, and you wonder, does he have the smarts around the game? It certainly looked like he did in Toronto. Very good at finding space, very good at finding his teammates. And then when he's on the ball, I saw a real comfort level, and that's obviously key. And you know you've got something in a player, and it's not just scoring goals, but when he's on the ball, you know, how is he handling it? Is he calm? Is he fluid? And I saw all that in a very young player. So very exciting, and I know here in New England they're very excited about him, and there seems to be a whole different attitude now with since the coaching change and just the way things are approached. There's a never say die attitude, a very feisty team, which you saw in Toronto and you'll see again here at home. But you know, we both know that Toronto FC would like to turn the tables on them a little bit and bring that same kind of feistiness here to Gillette Stadium on Saturday and see if they can't do some damage against a team that right now is, as you mentioned, they're playing very well.
And while Bankston will be the story and the go-to guy for them, and especially for the fans who are very excited about this new designated player, Sire Sene continues to be dangerous up top, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. I mean, he's a big body, and when he gets the ball at his feet, you know, he's much like a Danny Kouvermans in that when he has possession of the ball at his feet, you know there's a potential to score a goal. Now he's more of a runner maybe than Danny might be, with all due respect. Danny a bit more of a goal poacher and getting in the right place at the right time. But with Sene, he's just got that stride. He's got that physique, and he's a very athletic player. The one thing that Toronto did seem to be able to do though in the last game was, you know, get in his kitchen enough, and they can match up some guys to the back, whether it be a Daniil Henry and use his size. You know, Eckersley obviously a very tenacious and a tight checking player, and then Ashton Morgan, who we suspect more for the matchup between he and Kevin Alston in this game, but also will have to defend a player like that because he moves around up top depending on who New England puts up top with him. But you know, with Feilhaber underneath, who's very good at distributing the ball, and then Sene finding some open spaces, they want to get it at his feet and see if the big man can rumble through and get in some space.
So it's 2-2 the last time these two teams met at BMO Field, Toronto with a 2-0 lead, but New England roaring back to draw the match and take a point from the Reds. Toronto will look to do one better here at Gillette Stadium Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN2 and Sportsnet 590 The Fan. With Dan Dunleavy, Asif Hussain, join the chat on Twitter using TFC Live. The hashtag once again, TFC Live, and we'll see you soon.